Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. Today is going to be not a nail tutorial, but a tutorial on how to make things like this ring and this magnet. This has got a nice heavy-duty magnet, okay, and it's much larger. But I'm going to show you how to do these today because I've had a lot of requests. They're very easy to make. And so I'm going to show you how to do a magnet this time, but they're basically the same as a ring. The only difference is whether you glue a magnet on the back or a ring base on the back. Here's another example of another one that I made, and I particularly like this one, and it makes a good use of, crackle polishes. What you need to do first is you need to have something to use for your cabochon, which is actually, you can buy nail kits online. I have not done that. My personal way of doing it was just to buy a bag of glass flat back marbles. See this little net thing, and here is my, here's the way the top looks. I also have these bags of the much larger ones, okay? You can buy them anywhere. Just, look at your local stores or the craft sections or floral sections of your local stores. And what you have to do is you take one of them out and you make sure that the back is completely clean, whether you wash it with like a glass cleaner or nail polish remover, whatever you have handy, just make sure that it's a clean surface. Then what you want to do is you want to put a layer of clear coat. And in this case, I just put Wet n Wild Fast Dry Clear Coat because it came with some other nail polish, and it dries relatively fast. And you want to put an entire layer of that on the back of this. And I kind of go a little bit around the edges too, because you've got a complete flat surface, and then as where it starts to curve, I'll just kind of put a little bit around there as well, and let that dry. Now, if you wanted to do a crackle design, I will start by showing you using a black crackle polish. This is the China Glaze crackle polish. This one is called Black Mesh. Now you can't exactly put crackle polish directly on the glass gem because this has to have some polish to move against. If you put it just on glass, it's just going to kind of glob up and not really do anything, which is why I put the clear polish down first. So now that I have that, and that clear polish is completely dry, I'm going to go in with my crackle polish and paint that layer just as you would with your nail, okay? You don't want to overload it with crackle because you want it to crack well so that you can have your regular nail polish show through it later. So you definitely want to make sure you get a little bit at least at the ends so it doesn't look like you only put it in the middle, okay? And then you have to give it time to crack just like you would on your regular fingernails. Okay, so as you can see, this has done quite a lot of cracking and it's ready to go for the next step. So what I'm going to be putting on there next is going to be a nice thick coat of glitter. I'm going to be actually recreating this design here that I showed earlier. This is a multicolored glitter. It's called Rockstar Pink. And just like you would with your nails, you're going to just apply the glitter right on top of the crackle polish. Now, this is going to require probably 2 to 3 coats of glitter before it's going to be really opaque enough to add any other color behind it. So you're going to have to, just like you would on your fingernails, do a layer, let it completely dry, then add a second layer, possibly a third layer, depending on how you'd like it to look. And then once that's completely dry, then you'll be able to go on to the next step. Okay, so this has about 2 really thick coats of glitter on it, and as you can see, it is nice and sparkly. And next what I'm going to do, just to make sure that the pink glitter is really going to look pink, I'm going to put a layer of a pink nail polish over it. This one is Flashy Fuchsia from Sally Hansen Insta Dry. I think think I even used a fast dry Hannah Pink Tana once or something. So it's not terribly important, just, you know, pick the color you want. Basically, I just don't want to finish off this this piece with just a glitter polish. So I'm adding a nice thick layer of pink. Trying to be somewhat careful. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you definitely want to try and keep it somewhat within the lines. Again, let it dry. What I'm going to follow that up with, and I won't bother showing you me painting it on again, but I am going to follow this up with black. And I'm going to want the black to go just outside of the pink layer because I don't want the pink to show, but I don't want it to come up onto the sides too much. So I'm going to let this dry, do the black layer, and I may even need 2 black layers because I don't want it to be translucent. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back and show you what's next. Okay, so now, yes, I know my nails changed. I actually walked away from this project briefly and this is actually a whole new day. So anyway, now that I did have 2 coats of black over that, and then what I've done is you can see it's a nice shiny surface. I actually did put a nice, very thick layer of Sèche Vite over the top of that. What I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure it was a very smooth and very protected type of surface. So what I have here is a button magnet. These are kind of nice, strong magnets. I buy them in packs of like 50. You can see it here. The top of the package is cut off, but they come kind of like this. You can find them at regular craft stores. And then what I'm going to do is use this glue here. This is Aleene's Jewel It Embellishing Glue. This one actually works pretty good, and so what we're going to do is we're going to take some of the glue. I'm going to take that and just kind of spread it around about where the button is going to be. Now this glue will dry clear, so you don't have to worry about it. And then you're going to also do the same to the magnet, okay? I'm going to just spread that around. If you want to use a brush or something, that's fine too. And then what you have to do is you need to leave this to set. You want it to set for 10 minutes, so I will set a timer, let this stuff dry, and then on this finger I'm just wiping that off with a like a towel or a napkin or something like that. Okay, so now it has been 10 minutes, and some of the glue, if you can see in the reflection, has gone clear. Some of it is still the cloudy white, and that's fine, that's normal. So now all you're going to do is you're going to take the 2 sides and stick them together, glue sides together. So I'm going to put that button magnet down, and I'm going to press that down a little bit, and some of that glue is going to ooze out on the sides, which is totally fine. And then what I'm going to do is you can use either a stick, or I don't recommend anything that's cottony, but I'm going to just use my finger. And I'm going to kind of smooth that glue around the edges of the magnet. And again, wipe my finger off. And that's pretty much it. You want to kind of like look and see that it's, you know, centered. And then you need to let this sit for 24 hours before you can use it. So you're going to want to let that completely dry. Just let it sit somewhere and let it go. So once it is dry, you're going to be all set and ready to go to use this. And it's a nice, strong powered magnet, so they work really nicely. I have plenty of these at my house. So anyway, now what you can see is this gorgeous, gorgeous magnet. And that is all there is to it. So I know this takes a while to explain, but the process is really simple. It's just layering your polishes and then gluing. So that's it. I hope you guys like this. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.